a straight line from my shoulder to my heels of my feet. Reach the right arm up, eyes up, hips up. Inhale up, hold for 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down onto the belly, high cobra. Inhale up. Exhale, tuck into box pose. to, go there. Leave the hips moving forward. Stay here. If anyone caught the tail, go there. Inhale, release. simple, but as opposed to flying man, we'll call that simple. How about that? Head to the foot. So we draw underneath with one shoulder, head to the foot on the inside. It's like you're trying to carry your leg. So this is like a prep for a Vashisthasana that we're not taking. We're not taking this one. The third series of Ashtanga Vashisthasana. Not today. here, we can work a bind. So right hand behind the back to catch the foot. So I'm already here, right next to my left foot with my left hand. So let's catch it. Big breath and fold. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, we come up. Keep the bind. So we're trying to take this pose up in the air for balance. So I'm half lotus bound, also catching the foot in the air bound. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way. Take a little shaky of the legs side to side. So of course we have to check in on the left side. Can't be one-sided yogis. Alright, so first same thing, we'll pick up the leg. So left leg is up in the air. Just kind of move it about. See what the hamstrings feel like. Yeah, how loose is the leg. Then we'll try to bend and let the foot find half lotus on this side. As you can tell, it's not my good half lotus leg. But to my defense, in yoga, we're always right leg first, left leg on top. So it never gets the same amount of stretch unless I take these all the time, which I don't. So there's my bad, right? The other one good, this one my bad. I don't take this one. So same placement of the foot, and we try to just get a fold forward, get a feel for it. The knee says it's okay. Then we start to work for a bind of both feet. Same hand for each foot. One's behind the back, one's just reaching forward. Take breath. Drop in. Go easy here. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Alright, so you know we're balancing this pose. Whenever you're ready, inhale, come up. Take balance. 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way down. Shaky of the legs again. Uh-oh. Looks like I lost YouTube. I think. Started to. Okay, so we're going to start to wind it down. We'll move into a full lotus here. So yes, right leg first, left leg on top. Okay, so we check in, we see what it feels like. Okay, so the deep stretch for here is not only the knees, but we're going to go a little bit backwards to get a little bit of hips. So try to lean back, leaving the legs here. So you feel, ooh, I feel that stretching. And so there's a pose called lion, where you get a whole front stretch of the body and a back bend, but your legs are like this. So think of a cobra pose, but your legs are in full lotus like this. That's a lot of front body hip stretch. hip shape.